Lights out on the racetrack. Oil Fire Pace Truck pulling to the infield. Round 4 of Indiana Sprint Week here at the Action Track, the Dorset Automotive Don Smith Classic. Who will it be? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get dirty with the AMSOIL USAC National Sprint Cars here at the Terre Haute Action Track. Jake Swanson and Chase Stocking to set the pace coming off turn 4. Green flag is out. Let's do it. Nice wheel stand for Swanson as it will be Chase Stocking leads him by nose as Stocking goes up on the bike down in turn 1. Stocking will get the lead coming off turn 2, but guess what? Here comes the Macho Man, Brady Bacon, your current Sprint Week points leader, to the inside of Jake Swanson. Swanson trying to work the high line on Brady Bacon, but he will fall to third. Stocking will lead lap number 1. Brady Bacon is there. He'll take a look to the inside as they race in turns 1 and 2. Swanson trying to hold off Justin Grant. Meanwhile, Kevin Thomas Jr. going low, and here comes CJ Leary. Brady Bacon right to the inside of Chase Stocking as they work through turns 3 and 4. Stocking sliding high. He'll push up, and guess what? Here comes the Macho Man to the inside off turn 4. 2 laps in the books. New leader, it's Brady Bacon here at Terre Haute. Bacon to the inside, Chase Stocking sliding high, fighting a tight race car here early is the 5S. As Bacon begins to pull away through turns 3 and 4. We saw Bacon win on the big half mile at the Knoxville Raceway. His most recent win, he's got 4 so far this year, leads all drivers. Bacon, Stocking, Grant, Swanson, KTJ, that's your top 5. CJ Leary back there now into the top 5 as he gets by Jake Swanson. As Kevin Thomas Jr. bouncing around the low part of turns 3 and 4. Chris Windham now on the back bumper of Leary as they go nose to tail down the front straightaway. Meanwhile, for second, Justin Grant taking a peek to the inside of Chase Stocking. As they go side by side, the bottom usually winning out here tonight. Coming off turn number 2 this time, Chase Stocking says no. And slides high coming off turn 4, but he will remain in second. Grant falls back to third. We'll try to get down here in turn 1. Grant unable to pull that big slide job, just running the low line, finding the grip coming off turn 2, but Stocking is still there. Brady Bacon still your leader. Chase Stocking really struggling on entry in turn at number 3. And Justin Grant trying to make him pay coming off 4, and it looks like he will. So put Grant to the second spot. As Chase Stocking falls back to third, it's still Bacon now. Grant in second, Stocking third. Kevin Thomas Jr., CJ Leary, your top 5. Windham, Cottle, Swanson, Short, and Seavey right now your top 10. Brady Bacon right through the middle part of the racetrack, and Justin Grant had to check up to not get into that inside guardrail in turn 1. And that allowed Chase Stocking to reel him back in. Stocking will give it a shot around the outside of turns 3 and 4. Bottom just too good right now. And Justin Grant will remain in second. Meanwhile, you look back, you see Kevin Thomas Jr. slowly reeling these guys in. CJ Leary back there as well, right behind the 9K. So there is 4th and 5th. Now Chris Windham trying to go around the outside of Leary, who almost drives right up into him after a big push, bouncing around the low line in turns 3 and 4. They go side by side once again down in turn 1. Windham likes running the high line here at the Action Track. Unable to get by CJ Leary coming off 2. He'll try it again down in turn 3. 2-second lead now for Brady Bacon over Justin Grant. CJ Leary still trying to hold off Big Daddy Chris Windham. Now Kevin Thomas Jr. pushes up the racetrack a little coming off turn 2, and Leary is there. That is the battle for the 4th position. The 9K with Dr. Pepper. McDonald's on the side for Kevin Thomas Jr. With the Valvoline Gray Auto sponsor number 30 is CJ Leary. Nas Energy Drink on the 19 for Chris Windham as they go back to 1. So Brady Bacon continuing to open up his lead as Chris Windham relentless around the outside on CJ Leary. Still not enough to get by. Shane Cottle right now runs behind these guys. Meanwhile up front, it's Brady Bacon. It'll be 17 laps to go. this time by for the Macho Man, looking for his 5th win of the year. Chris Windham again, now will try the low line in turns 1 and 2, trying to reel in CJ Leary, who's right on the back bumper, and Kevin Thomas Jr. as they battle down the back straightaway. You see a car kind of bobble, hit a hole, bounce around, and you have to be there. We saw the semi with Matt Westfall, the right place at the right time to make that pass stick, especially down low. Kevin Thomas Jr. still leading that charge, 4th, 5th, and 6th on the racetrack. The 9K, the 30, and here comes the 19 again, Chris Windham. Working the high line down in turns 1 and 2. Again, Windham searching all over the racetrack, trying to reel in this battle as Leary again now on the back bumper of KT as they work through turns 3 and 4. Kevin Thomas Jr. doing a great job to hold off CJ Leary, who's thrown everything at it that he can, and here comes Windham again in that number 19. Where will he go this time? He'll follow Leary around the bottom. Top left of your screen, now you can see over 3 seconds between Bacon and Grant. Chase Stockin still holds on to 3rd. Then these 3 going 4, 5, and 6. Cottle, Short, Swanson, and Seavey. Right now your top 10. There's Justin Grant and Chase Stockin. Grant in the NOS Energy Drink 4. Left of your screen, the Hudson John Deere green and white 5S is Chase Stockin. Grant, a former winner of the Jim Hurtubise Classic here at the tail end of 2018. And it looks like we got one slow on the top side of turns 1 and 2. Caution lights come on. I believe it's Max Adams that was slow over in turns 1 and 2. So Brady Bacon will bring him to the stripe coming off turn number 4. Trying to lead wire to wire. And a good restart for the 69. Green flag comes back out. Even better start there for Justin Grant as he'll take a peek to the inside as they race through turns 1 and 2. And Grant will go right by the 69. Maybe a little contact right rear to left front. And Chase Stockin also gets by Brady Bacon. So Justin Grant right to the point there coming off turn 2. As he crosses the stripe, Chase Stockin there, new life for the 5S. As Chase Stockin now to the inside coming off turn 2, right to the inside, and he'll take the lead down the back straightaway. Stockin in the 5S gets by the 4 of Justin Grant. Great move by Chase Stockin coming off turn 2. New leader once again here at the action track. It's Chase Stockin. Great battle here as Brady Bacon trying to hold off Leary, Windham, and Kevin Thomas Jr. as they all battle. Again down in turn number 3. Windham working down low. Leary there as well. Bacon sliding up. Windham, Leary, and Kevin Thomas Jr. all running down low. Shane Cottle there as well. Bacon trying to hold off Chris Windham as Chase Stockin begins to pull away from Justin Grant. And now Chris Windham moving up a little bit, trying outside in on Brady Bacon as they exit turn number 4. Less than 10 to go. 8 this time by. Chase Stockin not pulling away though. Trouble there for Bacon. Leary gets underneath him as well as Chris Windham. And Bacon falls back 2 more spots. So Leary to 3rd, Windham to 4th, and Brady Bacon falls back to 5th. So this is the battle for 3rd on back as you see the leaders coming off turn 2. Windham trying to hold off Leary. Working that low line. Very difficult, it seems like, to pass around the outside, especially coming off turn 2. We've seen it coming off turn 4. But the low line through turns 1 and 2 looks like it's the best way around here tonight at the action track. 6 to go this time by for Chase Stockin. Chase Stockin looking for his 4th career USAC National Sprint win here at the Terre Haute Action Track, his second in the Don Smith Classic. Meanwhile, CJ Leary still trying to hold off. Brady Bacon is stalking back into turn number 1. Grant unable to reel him back in. 5 to go for the 5S car. Right around that low line goes Chase Stocking. Very good here at the Terre Haute Action Track to keep that left front right next to that guardrail and not clip it. Justin Grant reeling him in once again, now almost within 6/10. As Chris Wyndham still runs in that 3rd spot. Leary and Bacon round out your top 5. Justin Grant trying to move around the racetrack. 3 laps to go, this time by for Chase Stocking. Stocking looking for his first win here in 2020. Back to victory lane. The last time we saw him win was the Tony Holman Classic right here at Terre Haute last year. Back in turn 3 they go. Justin Grant, nice move. Driving it in deep in turn 3, but guess what? Here comes Big Daddy Chris Wyndham. It'll be 2 to go this time by, shaping up for a 3-car battle. Stocking, Grant, and Wyndham into turn number 1. Grant with new life around the outside. Stocking working down low down the back straightaway. White flag coming out this time for Chase Stocking. As Justin Grant continues to work the outside, Chris Wyndham working down low, trying to go where the guy in front of him is not. And the white flag comes out for Chase Stocking. 1 lap to go here at Terre Haute. Grant gonna try the outside one more time. Chris Wyndham is there as well. Grant will slide high. Can Big Daddy get inside of the 4 down the back straightaway as they go side by side in turn 3. Chase Stocking working down low. No one oh! And caution lights come on. Nate McMillan going the wrong way right in front of the leaders. Holy cow. That could have been ugly. Wow. So a 2-lap dash to settle it all here tonight at the Action Track. Lights out. Chase Stocking will set the pace. No lap cars around the front, as lap cars always go to the tail. And the 5S brings him off turn number 4. Keep an eye on Justin Grant trying to get a good restart as the green flag comes out. 2 laps to go here at the Terre Haute Action Track. Grant will try the outside down in turn number 1 around the outside of the 5S. As you can see, Chase Stocking sawing on the wheel coming off turn 2, pulls the 4 car down the back straightaway. White flag coming out this time for Chase Stocking as Grant again tries the outside part of the racetrack. Chase Stocking off turn 4. Pulls the 4 car. Grant will have one more shot as he goes to the outside in turns 1 and 2. Chris Wyndham is there as well. Stocking with a nice run down the back straightaway. He'll work turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Justin Grant will not be able to do it, and guess what? Caution is out yet again. Unbelievable. Chase Stocking got to be thinking, what do I have to do to finish this one? It looks like the 13 of Dennis Guile. Stocking, Grant, Wyndham. Grant's been working the high line. My guess is Chase Stocking's going to go right back down to the bottom and say, you want to take the top? More power to you, my friend. Give it a shot. I'm going to stay where it's working for me. He's been superb down the low part of the racetrack all the way around the Terre Haute Action Track. Green flag comes out. 2 laps to go. One more time here in the Don Smith Classic. Stocking goes down low. Grant trying to get a run around the outside. Will he have a shot? Coming off turn number 2. Chase Stocking down the back straightaway again. Superb coming off turn 2 as Grant again will try the high line in turns 3 and 4. White flag coming out one more time. Stocking a little hiccup there coming off turn 4. Grant is there. White flag is out. Chris Wyndham on their bumper as well as they head back into 1. Chase Stocking pushes up. Grant to the outside coming off turn 2. Wyndham to the inside down the back straightaway. Justin Grant working low in turns 3 and 4. Chris Wyndham is there. Chase Stocking up on the bike, gets sideways, but off turn 4 with a superb move. Justin Grant will win the Don Smith Classic here at Terre Haute. Wyndham, Stocking, Leary, Cottle, your top 5.